Hi everyone, this is Harshavardhan from IIM Kozhikode, and this particular podcast is along with Mr. Akshaya from Solarclue. Today we are going to speak about Solarclue as a brand. We are going to discuss about solar industry in a brief study about the business model about Solarclue's brand image. So to begin with, I would like to request Akshay to give us a brief introduction about himself, how he developed the idea of getting into the solar industry, and what position he's playing today. Over to Akshay. Yeah.
So, hello to all the viewers. I am Akshay and I am the founder of Solarclue. Solarclue is basically an e-commerce website or an e-commerce marketplace where all sort of solar products you will get to see, from starting from the small products like solar lanterns, solar garden light, mobile charging, to mid-level products like solar water heaters, to big level products like solar power system. All A to Z products of solar systems or anything related with the solar, you will get it one place, which is called as Solarclue.
So Akshay, can you give us going a little brief into your journey? What made you trigger the factor that you wanted to be part of solar industry as a business potential?
So it has started back in 2016. So I'm an electrical and electronic student, passed out from NIT Meghalaya in 2016. So 2012 to 16 I studied in that college. In 2015 and 16 duration, and by that time solar was getting little bit famous, and then our college was incorporating some solar products. So the college was implementing solar power system on our some of the college buildings, and they were putting solar street lights all over the campus. So which triggered me, and when the installation was going on, I used to go there with my friend. What is this? We have already studied about the solar little bit, but we don't know how it works and fully. So then we came to know it saves a lot of electricity. We came back to our hostel and then we did research. Then found out the impact, and we also researched that at least 60 to 70% of our generation of electricity happening in India is based on coal, and coal is not sustainable, and
Carbon emissions are very high.
and it deteriorates. So
Renewable energy is very important. Yeah, the government is also emphasizing to invest into it. Or like all the carbon emission is being a topic of all the big summits globally, not only in India. So I think India is picking up this particular industry at a very good scale, and I'm actually very glad that you have chosen this particular industry to be part of. So can you give us a brief understanding about where would Solarclue position itself in, because solar industry is pretty vast, whether you are a manufacturer or whether you are a distributor, or where does Solarclue stand in this industry?
basically we work, since I told you, Solarclue is a one-stop marketplace for purchasing any kind of solar related products. So we mostly work as a consultant, and we deliver the product also. It's not like we are just giving the knowledge to the customers, and we cater the problem, we give them the solution, and we deliver the product and solution also.
And this being on e-commerce website?
Through e-commerce website, why we are doing is basically, when we were opening the company, we did some research, and then we found out that in the solar industry, everything is localized or decentralized. If someone wants to purchase something from Karnataka sitting in Madhya Pradesh, that was not happening before.
Right.
Or this solar thing was the tier 1 cities ka gains.
Right.
Okay. So tier 2, tier 3 was not like
No presence.
no presence at all.
No awareness also.
So, and then we came out here, and we made a marketplace so that people sitting from Delhi can buy a product available in Karnataka.
Right.
That is happening for mid-level, the smaller products, solar lanterns, solar garden light, cleaning systems, and all kinds of product deliverables. So we deliver all over India. Some products are like mid-level products, which is like solar water heater for an example, and solar street light as a supply. So we do in some particular locations only. So maybe somewhere around 25 cities in India we are doing tier 1 full cities, tier 2 some of the cities. But solar power majorly we are focusing, and we have focused till now, and in the South Indian cities and the tier 1 South Indian cities like Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, and all these locations, and some parts of other districts of Karnataka.
Right, that's nice. But I have witnessed a significant growth in Solarclue's brand image in Bangalore, definitely, yes. How is Solarclue as a brand different from somebody like an India Mart or Just Dial, which we usually, been hearing in the market of e-commerce? So how is Solarclue different from these companies?
So firstly, we shall understand how IndiaMart or Just Dial operates. So IndiaMart and Just Dial is just like a platform. So the platform is made where all these dealers and distributor problem is they don't have a digital presence. They don't have their own website. They don't know how to do digital marketing. So IndiaMart is providing a place in their platform so that they can put up some of their products digitally. And when, let's say, you as a customer want to purchase something, you can go to the IndiaMart. Now you cannot find these people on Google or some locations. So you will go to IndiaMart and then you can raise your query. Now all these people or these dealers will be going to call you. There are 10 dealers in this sector, so 10 will call you, 20 are there, so 20 will call you. All will give their prices, their explanations, or whatever they want to give, they will give.
And they will also be speaking only about their product.
Yes. The major thing is whatever these dealers have, so they will be giving their products only. They will not be able to tell you, if you, let's say, you are asking B product, and if they have A product, they will still tell you about A product only because they don't have any knowledge in B. So this is how they operate, and then all the quotations you will receive, and whichever quotation you will like, or the company or the person or the dealer you will like, you have to go with him. And IndiaMart or Just Dial or any other this kinds of platform are not responsible for any kind of issues happens with you. Is just between you and your dealer. But in case of Solarclue, this all happens, but you can directly purchase from the website. And Solarclue is responsible if anything happens, any mishap happens. Solarclue will be responsible, not in the product level, but in the cheating level. If that way it's not going to happen.
You give more reliability to the customer.
Yes.
And you work as a consultant by giving them expert advice.
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
Since we have all the different types of products, so whatever sales executive are there in our company, we train them very nicely. In each and every aspect, we train them what to speak, how to speak, on how to keep it shorter and explainable, so that any person, the layman person who don't know anything technical, can understand very logically. And then we tell pros and cons of each and every brand or any product. Why you have to buy A product, why you don't have to buy B product. But we don't tell simply. We explain also why B is having this issue, that is why we are not recommending them. A is having this good thing, that is why we are recommending. So whichever product you are going to choose from, you can directly buy from the website, and the product will be delivered to you in the next 2 to 3 days.
That is great, Akshay, because you are actually not only selling the product, but you are actually educating the people on the usages and the services, on the qualities of it, the variants of it, and at the same time you're giving consultation as well. I think these services are very much needed in today's market for people to understand the importance of solar and how they can utilize it for their benefit as well. And Akshay, I would like to understand who is your target customers, like what kind of customer base are you focused on here?
Basically, we are focusing more on residential sector, little bit of commercial sector, and corporate sector or commercial industrial sector, mostly on residential sectors, because residential sectors need more of awareness. This industrial and corporates get a lot of electricity bill anyway, so they anyway search, they have engineers, they search for a better solution and then come to solar anyway. But the residential people have their own job to do in their day-to-day life, and that is why the awareness is not there. And we try to aware them most by this YouTube channel. We write blogs also, we write a lot of information on our Solarclue website also, so that people should know what they are buying, why they are buying, and the reason for buying that selected product. And that is why mostly focus on residential, but we want to cater
all the market. And another thing which I have witnessed, which I was very impressed, is your website. Definitely, it has all the products very categorically mentioned about products, their costs, the market costs, and their brands. Which majorly impressed me is the costings which you have given on as per the market basis. So you're giving the customer, this particular company is selling at this particular price for this wattage, and this company is selling at this wattage for this particular product. So that way you're giving market awareness. So even whether they buy from your website or not, putting it aside, you're giving them a learning experience. That is something which is very important and needed, because we do not see any experience centers for solar industry in the market. So that awareness is very much important, and you are creating through your website which is extraordinary thing in my understanding. So Akshay, when the word solar comes into the mind, as we understand the business per se, usually the competition for the country comes from China, yeah, or any other foreign country, but majorly China dominating. But today's government, in the name of Make in India, with many other government, push from their to encourage this particular industry. In the recent in India Energy Week last year, which happened as part of G20 summit, they were very clear about their goals to achieve 1 crore families to be given rooftop solar equipments in the country. In this perspective, how do you differentiate India versus China when it comes to that? People usually say that the raw material is very cheap in China. Chinese products are very cheaper comparatively to Indian products. But how can we sustain in this market, in this competitive market?
Basically, I will start with government schemes. Government has been emphasizing a lot in solar industry from last couple of years, let's say 4 to 5 years. If you see the financial budget, in every budget you will see at least a single line from the finance minister about solar industry. Any policy, any change, she will be subsidies, she will be highlighting anyway. So first of all, government emphasizing a lot in solar industry. Now coming to the China versus India war, yes, of course. China dominates almost the 90% of silicon generation all over world, which is like India is 0.5% of the total silicon generation of the world compared to China, which is 83%. So now since their production is very high, at the high level, so their production cost is also very low. That is why when they come and try to sell a population, India as a population, which is a huge market for any country. So Chinese government or Chinese company put a very low price on their products, and which gives a major setback attention to this our local Indian manufacturers. So two things government have done. First thing they have done is putting 40% import tax.
That's yeah.
So the rate has come higher. Second thing is government have started giving subsidies. Since the government has a target for 2035, so they have to reach that goal, and for reaching that goal, residential sector has to perform, and so that awareness is there, and subsidy schemes are there. Now subsidy schemes, the customers, the residents are getting up to 78,000 of subsidy. First of all, one-time investment what they have to do is getting reduced, and this subsidy you are getting only on the Indian made panels. So if it is which is called as DCR type solar panel also. So for them only you are getting subsidies.
So can you give our viewers an understanding between DCR and non-DCR? What this is.
So DCR means domestic circuit requirement. Basically, it's a tag given to any solar panel or the solar manufacturer. That means which identifies that this panel is thoroughly made in India. Each and every part is made in India. Since each and every part is made in India, so that is called as DCR solar panel. Putting your solar power system via DCR solar panel, by using DCR panels, government is giving subsidies only, not by putting a non-DCR.
That is nice. That is good support from the governments, and definitely